Hi, Bill from CJ Pony Parts. The need to replace weather stripping pretty much comes with the territory when owning a classic Mustang. Rubber seals over time are going to dry out, crack, and eventually they're going to disintegrate. The Beltline Weatherstrip on your classic Mustang's doors is probably one of the worst. Once the Beltline starts to go, water gets in your doors, which can lead to rust issues down the road. It also looks bad, can be very uncomfortable when cruising if you like to put your arm up on your door. Today, we're going to show you how to replace the Beltline Weatherstrip on the 67 Mustang convertible. This is the 4-piece Beltline kit for the 67 through 68 coupe, convertible, or fastback. This is the outer Beltline, which is available separately. This includes the inner as well. It's also sometimes known as cat whiskers. We also offer 8-piece kits, which include the quarter window weather strip for both the coupes and convertibles. For this installation, you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver, 3/8 ratchet, 3/8 socket, door panel removal tool, plastic pry bar, flashlight, a punch, and a small hammer. This is typical of the Beltline you're going to find in a classic Mustang. As you can see, it's completely dried out, there's pieces missing, it's cracked. It's definitely time for a replacement. To be able to remove the factory Beltline, you have to make sure the window drops down a little bit further so we can get it off the door. To do that, you'll pull the door panel off and remove the window stop. We're going to start with the Phillips head screw holding the door handle on. Now remove the window crank the same way. Now we're going to remove our armrest. 2 bolts in the bottom of the armrest hold it to the door. Our last step before we can remove the panel is to get the remote for our mirror off. The bezel is simply going to unscrew. Now you want to grab a door panel removal tool, remove the clips holding the door panel to your door. Carefully peel back the water shield so you can access the insides of the door. Now you want to reinstall the crank so you can put the window all the way up. So you need to screw it back on, just slide it over the regulator. This is a window stop we're going to want to remove, so we can get the window down far enough to remove the original Beltline and prepare for installation of new. Now you can see when we roll our window back down, it's actually going to go below the Beltline, allowing us to remove it. To remove the Beltline from the car, we're going to start on the outside. First thing we're going to do is remove this Phillips head screw from the end. Once you remove the screw from the end, everything else is going to be held on by clips. If your car's got a nice paint job, you probably want to put tape along the edge to make sure you don't damage it. We recommend using a plastic pry bar to remove this, but anything you can fit from a screwdriver to a small pry bar will work fine. Our case of weather stripping is so dried, it's simply just cracking and falling apart when you take it off. Now we're going to move the inner Beltline in the same fashion. Before we install the new Beltline, we want to make sure that any of these pieces that are sticking up from the removal of the old tabs, you want to grab a punch and a small hammer, just flatten them out as much as you can. That'll make sure your Beltline fits flush against the door. Now we're ready to install our outer Beltline Weatherstrip. They are side specific. You have a flat on one side and this curve on the other. The curve is going to go to the outside back of the door, so make sure you grab the correct side. Install it, we're just going to line it up with our holes, press the tabs in. Now we're ready to install the inner belt line. Again, they're side specific. Make sure this curve is at the back. Also make sure the chrome side is towards the top. If you recall, we removed a screw when we took our factory belt line off. In case of our aftermarket, if it fits tight enough, the screw is not required. If it would stick out at all, you can drill a hole and reinstall the screw. Now we're going to put a window up for the first time so we can reinstall the stop. First time up, the glass is going to be really tight against the weather stripping. It's perfectly normal. You can see how our stripping is now nice and tight against our glass. We're going to reinstall the window stop next. I'm going to put a little bit of lubricant on the bottom, make it easier to go back into the base. Now we're going to reassemble our door panel. Our new weather stripping looks great. It's going to stop water from getting our door as well, which is going to protect our Mustang. Installation, figure about an hour per side. You'll be back on the road in no time.